make it, spend it. You know what I'm saying? Hey y'all, so right now I'm in a coffee shop and I'm drinking my coffee and just going over some things that my year consisted of and really looking over my areas that I could be better in for 2025, because I know that this year wasn't a favorable year for me, but going into 2025 it will be. But definitely finances is the main thing that I need to look at and keep track of, because I'm having a bit of a hiccup where I spend more than I make, and I need to be making more than I spend. So in order to make more, I have to do one, do research, two, figure out what I'm good at pertaining to making money online. Because you can make money, there's a lot of money to be made online. You just got to figure out what's your category, right? One of the things that I've begun to do to help me understand money doesn't have much value for it. Just rid myself of some of the things that I love, right? So I have gotten rid of a bunch of clothes. I pretty much wear the same clothes. Back and forth, but I don't have a lot of clothes, okay? Even though I love to shop and I love clothes, I know right now, realistically, I'm not in the place to be able to just go and spend and buy and do all the things. No. That's just not realistic right now. Right now, I am taking care of what I have. That's one, being a good steward of what you already have. Because why would God give you more if you don't take care of what you have? So, taking care of what I have. I asked God to basically help me with the secret habits that I have that I may not be aware of, right? Because in this transformation of the mind, the body, and spirit, there's going to be some things that come up that you may think is normal, but it's really not. It was your default programming, right? And because I'm out of that, I'm kind of like in a like a blank board. It's a blank board for me. My drawing board is completely blank because I cannot do the things that I used to do in this season and moving forward. It won't work. So I have to try something else, try something new to get myself in another place of life. So I'm my drawing board is pretty much empty. My drawing board is empty. So I have begun to just cut down on some things that used to be expenses for me, because I realized when I had a job, I would spend my money at the job, so I wouldn't really be making much because I would go back and spend it at the place where I was working at. And that's a tip for anybody. Don't spend your money where you work at. If you don't have enough, like, where I worked at, it was a girl store, so it's like, ooh, yes, but it's like I didn't need to have as much as I had. I was literally spending for what? So it's like I'm learning from these things, which is great. And it was Victoria's Secret, so you know, it was a pink girl, it was Victoria's Secret. You know, they be having some cute stuff, and Rihanna just paired up with it, like. So I'm glad I'm out of there now, because if I was running now. But anywho, let's go ahead. So number one is reduce your expenses as much as possible. Two, make a list of what you spend regularly. So regularly it would be gas. I pretty much pay for my gas and whatever other ancillary things that I want. That's pretty much all I pay for. Blessed, very blessed. Am I moving to a point where I'm autonomous? Yes. So I have applied for many jobs. I just don't think that it's in my cards right now for me to have a job. I don't think God wants me to have a job right now. I think that He wants me to discover something else. So I'm completely open to whatever He got going on, because I might have to be anyway. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm surrendered already. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not letting my time be wasted. That's a no-go for me. These are moments and minutes and hours you'll never get back. The fourth thing that is extremely important is, while you're trying to build this financial growth and this financial gain, what is really important is having a plan. See, at first I wasn't with the let's have a plan. I'm sometimes like, ooh, let's take a risk, let's gamble, let's see if it works. I'm that type of person. Let's just see if it works. Because at the end of the day, you either learn something or you gain something. But to be honest, you're really never losing anything besides a little time, maybe a little money. But it's like those things besides time. But even the gift of time that you have learned and invested into this that you're learning, you can only learn from failure. So you have to really make sure that you're trying to pull the nutrients out of whatever you're learning. So that's really important as well. I think this is number 5. Number 5, it would be to read as much as you can on the subject that you're trying to make money from. Right? That's a responsibility that I'm responsible for. So I have to do it. So time blocking is important. And even though I watch my TV series, I still hit my deadlines on time. So make sure to time block. If that means cutting off your phone, cut it off. If that means not looking at Instagram or TikTok, cut it off. Environment does play a big part, and so I'm having to, when I come back to a house that's not mine and I'm not comfortable there, I'm only going to use it for the necessities that it is used for. I'm not going to want to do anything else in that place, because it's not a place where I feel safe. Gratitude for the present moment. I realize that, look, I don't have to pay for nothing right now besides what I'm paying. I go to church consistently, all the things. I really just want. I'm learning how to pay attention more to what God is doing. Even though I may have put myself in this position by coming back home, and I did not have to come back home. Did I want to come back home? No. Was it the best thing for me to do? Probably. Do I feel like God is in the midst? Of course. Of course I do. And I won't sink because I'm keeping my eyes on God. So I think in this financial restraint, and it's like I don't really, okay, what I'm trying to say for real is, if I buy me a $5 coffee or whatnot, I don't feel bad for buying it. I don't feel bad for buying me a coffee every day. I don't feel bad about that. Do you know why? Because I know I'm a wealthy person. It's not like I know that I live life so abundantly because of Jesus. I don't really have to worry about those things. Like, I don't feel bad for that stuff. I don't feel bad for that. These financial prerequisites before I get blessed with this blessing from God, it's just things that I have to do to make sure that I'm stewarding this gift that God is going to bless me with, right? This coffee shop right now, and the Wi-Fi is not too amazing, if I'm being honest with you. But I have to literally go over my finances. And Also, if you can, download, I think it's called Rocket Money. Download Rocket Money and connect your accounts, and it's going to tell you your overall spending for like the month or whatever. It's going to calculate all of that, how much you spent. And he didn't really catch all of it because I have a Cash App too, and I didn't put my Cash App on there, so it's probably more than I thought it was. But it also tells you how much you're receiving as well, like what's being deposited and what's being taken out. So what's an income, what's an expense. So it's doing both of those things, and I really love Rocket Money. So if you are trying to get better with your money, download Rocket Money. Okay, I still like being girly, so instead of getting acrylics right now, I paint my nails. Because I could get acrylics, but I don't really care to have acrylics because, to be honest, I kind of need my hands to be free because I'm moving constantly, I'm typing, I work with kids on the weekends, so it's just like kind of need my hands. And to be honest, I haven't had lashes, nails, I haven't had my hair done, and well, the last time I had my hair done was like braids or whatever. That was a while ago. That was the last time I had my hair done. I feel like I'm maturing more into what God has given me and taking care of it because it's all I have. So when it's all you have, you're really going to cherish it and really going to take care of it because it's all you have. Right. Becoming financially literate is very, very important to me because I have watched generation to generation go without financial literacy, and that's not fun because it's detrimental to everyone. It is detrimental, and I personally want to be able to, well, I'm going to have to tell my kids no. That's because I want to tell them no, not because I have to tell them no. Do you see what I mean? It's a difference. I want the no because I can say no, not because we don't have enough. So, being a good steward of what God is blessing me with currently is very, very important, especially because, let me find the scripture. Well, I'm going to put the scripture on here. You know how I'm going to drop the scripture in here. But you can take care of a little. If he can trust you with a little, he will trust you with a lot. So, taking care of my little bit. Just to get y'all started on y'all's financial journey, as well as we're doing this together. It's not like a one thing, a one-time thing. This is a constant, everyday journey. So, I kind of want to be, when I say kind of, let me be definite. I definitely want to give myself a budget for the next 3 months. I'm going to give myself a budget for the next 3 months, right? See what that looks like. I'm calculating gas, because I get gas almost like every week. So I'm going to calculate gas every week. So gas, I'm going to calculate gas. I'm going to calculate coffees, because those coffees add up. They add up. Gas, coffee. Until I get my at-home coffee bar, then, my coffee. If I could substitute here and there, I will. But I don't want to deprive myself of anything, because I don't have to live in deprivation. That's not my lifestyle. I don't have to live in deprivation, okay? So gas, coffee. What else do I spend money on? Food. Sometimes I go on like random shopping sprees. Not good stuff, but it still be random. It's scratch. Oh, books. I buy a lot of books. But I need to finish. I've reached my book buying limit for this year because I have a couple of books that I need to read. I'm on like 3 different books right now for that month because it's 4 weeks in a month, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to finish a book in that time span. Some people finish it. Some people have a lot of time on their hands and finish a book in a week, but that's not me. That's not me right now. I could if I really wanted to, but man, I think I might just. Well, I could push myself a little harder in that department. It shouldn't take a month to read a book, so I can probably do like 3 weeks. I can cut the cord. 3 weeks to read a book. Because I can replace the TV show with the book. I could. But most of my books are educational books and informational books. So if I was to do a book about like something that I wouldn't have to retain the information on, it would be like cool. But it's like I wouldn't want to read that. I'd rather watch that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, that's not the point. So yeah. So really those 4 categories for me. That's really it. Find your categories. Understand your weaknesses when it comes to money. What are you spending the most money on? And that will tell you what you're going to have to cut back on. So that's pretty much it for this video. So I hope you all really just start to look at your finances, especially if you want to be in a different place in a year. You have a year to change your life, okay? And everything's going to happen at its appointed and correct time, God's time. But in the meantime, you can still be working with Him. It's very simple. We don't have to overcomplicate it. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I have work to do. I will keep you guys posted on what is happening with this financial journey. It's time for me to understand how money works. Because, you know, that girl math, it's cute, it's funny, but it's a problem. Because I used to really believe that cash didn't count. I'm still getting out of that mindset that cash don't count. So, cash does count. Especially if you plan on, like, well, eventually we all gonna live on our own one day, but planning for that is something serious. It's something very serious. So, I will keep you guys posted. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share. I will also let you guys in on the first book that I'm reading. Well, I'll let you guys know when I'm done with that book. When I'm done with that book, because I want to make sure that I'm able to talk about it with you guys and really break it down and make sure I understand before I like it. Push it out there. So I have another upload for you guys. Probably something a little bit more fun and lighthearted with this topic, because I realized that nobody likes to talk about money, but money needs to be talked about because, you know, you kind of gotta make it, spend it. You know what I'm saying? It's a factor that we can't ignore. That's just what it is. You can't ignore like something that's making the world one is making the world run. It's making people crazy. It's one of the two. You know what I'm saying? So you can't ignore something like that. So especially when coming into your adulthood. I'm 20 now, so I can't ignore the fact that I'm going to have to make my own money. Right? So, stress relieved. I love you guys. Let's move forward in progress, love, and joy together. Blessings, peace, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Love you. Bye.